here with one of the producers and writers for Neon Future, Tom Bilyeu. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Enjoying the con. How are you enjoying the con so far?
Yeah, love it. I'm a total freak for this stuff, so being here is a lot of fun for me.
Nice. So what got you into this project, especially working with Steve Aoki, one of like the biggest music influencers now today?
So I have an interview show, and he was a guest on that show. We really hit it off, got to know each other over about a year, and I wanted to do a book that had a celebrity tie-in, and so I pitched him this idea based on his album series called Neon Future, and it was based on the fact that he actually wants to be cryogenically frozen when he dies. And I just thought that was so cool that he is prepared to leverage technology to overcome death. And I thought, all right, I can get behind that. So pitched him this story about what would the world look like if we really could use technology to overcome death, and somebody with his level of compassion was the one that controlled that. And so both of us being techno-optimists, we wanted to start with a dystopian background, but we really wanted the story to be about using technology to come out of that.
Yeah.
And so that was where we started, and we workshopped the idea together, and then brought on Eisner Award-winning writer Jim Kruger to really help us make it super character-driven, and that's how it started.
Awesome. Now I read a little bit of your comic. It recently come out like October 3rd at New York Comic Con. So I haven't picked it up yet, but I will. Probably I will. And what I read from the beginning of the series is it's pretty much everything is run by technology, so everyone's like losing their jobs. Kind of like how what's happening now with like, you know, like fast food restaurants. Now it's going into machines where you order yourself, and like in this one, like pretty much not many people have jobs because it's so overrun, and now there's this new government trying to make it, like I guess the world into a more simpler time where everyone else had a job.
Yeah, it's exactly right, and for that exact reason. So I think that we are going to go through a trough of despair, if you will, where we're going to lose millions of jobs to artificial intelligence and robotics. I think that's pretty inevitable. But on the other side of that, I think there really is something better, and so does Steve. And so that was the story we wanted to tell. So people are going to respond poorly when the jobs start losing or being lost, and instead of looking for that way to really blend humanity and technology and work together, people have this like divisive mindset of it's going to be us versus technology, when it really doesn't need to be that. So that's what we wanted to set the story in, is that big reaction to what's coming, and then help people see the way out of that.
That's pretty awesome. I'm like really enjoying from what I've read. How long is the series going to be?
Minimum 6 issues, so we have 4 issues written already, and by the time we're on stands in March, all 6 issues will be done and dusted, so people can count on that it's going to be a monthly book. And then if it does well, if those 6 issues really perform, then we'll do another 6, and if those perform, another 6. So we have 18 mapped out so far, and I think that would be a very natural place to end the story, but every 6 issues is a discrete arc, so people can know that if they get into it, and even if we stop at the end of the first 6, that it would be a complete story.
So is this going to be coming out like every month or every other month?
It's a monthly book, and you can actually get it online right now at neonfuturecomic.com. It'll come out every month, so first one's October, next one drops in November, then December, so on and so forth. And then we'll be on store shelves starting in March. It will be monthly from there as well.
So what has been your favorite thing working on this project?
Working with Steve has just been absolutely extraordinary. So right now, as we record this, he has the #1 song in the world, which is a collaboration with BTS called Wasted on Me. And the fact that he's got such a big hit as a collaboration is not a surprise. He's so collaborative and so creative and so much fun to work with. And so that's really been a lot of fun. And his team is just from top to bottom extraordinary humans. So the whole collaborative nature of this project, including we wrote it as a writer's room. So that's been a lot of fun. And just getting all these diverse voices pointed in one direction, telling this really incredible story has been super gratifying.
Awesome. Now going into this project, where there's like certain artists you want to work with to capture like these amazing designs that you have back here?
Literally, the two artists that we got were our first choices. So there's two artists because there's two worlds. There's the real world and the virtual world. And so we have a different artist doing both. And we have Jeremy Rapak doing the virtual world. That guy is insane, so amazing. And then Neil Edwards, who is just a gem in the comic industry and is very talented, a lot of fun to work with, and is just literally one of the sweetest human beings on the planet. And so as a collaborator, being around good people who make this company a better place to be is so important to me. And so those two just, their art really speaks for itself, which is why, by the way, we're giving the book away free at cons. People can come up, get it, no strings attached, because we really think the book speaks for itself.
Yeah, it looks really amazing, like the graphics, art, and from what I read, it's written very well. So I advise you to pick it up, and if you're a big fan of Steve Aoki, check it out as well. Will there be like any time in like future maybe he'll put like collaborative music with this comic?
Well, so that's the fantasy, right? So we've really tried to treat this as a comic first, tell the story that is absolutely native to the comic, that, you know, fans of the comic are going to love it, but obviously with an eye towards possibly translating it into film or TV in the future, and then that would give Steve a chance to bring the music to the forefront. And one important thing to note is he didn't want to be the main character, and he didn't want the character that, you know, was based on him to be a DJ or anything like that. He really wanted to tell an extraordinary story, but you can almost feel the music in the background of this, and so it'd be really great to bring this to a screen and be able to incorporate the music directly with it.
Especially with the technology today and what they can do with it, especially all the colors that you have used with the art in this comic book. It would be pretty exciting and awesome to see. But thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to talk to you guys and about your project. So go pick that up. It's Neon Future. You can find it at where?
NeonFutureComic.com.
So go check that out. Thank you so much.
Thank you.